Hey guys, SirVern back here, and today I'm reviewing Resident Evil 8 or Village. Gonna start off with some screenshots and some footage to follow, but the screenshots and the footage will be from the beginning to like midway through the game, so not really spoilers, but if you don't want to see anything, then you might want to skip this review. Um, but I won't be talking about the story really or anything spoilery. But anyway, I'm going to go over the same five categories I always do: graphics, performance, gameplay slash story, replayability, fun factor. Give them a score 1 to 10, average them up, and then talk about the game a little bit. So we're going to start off with graphics. I'm going to give them a 9. Phenomenal. This is, if you're not sure what Resident Evil is, it's a action horror puzzle game. But anyway, graphics a 9. This is set like medieval. There's castles and a village. You go through snowy, but there's a few different settings. Um, but the graphics, man, they're amazing. This was came out on PS4 and PS5, and of course other systems. So I think they could have been better. The graphics could have been slightly better, but man, I'm just nitpicking at this point. Graphics are amazing. Textures are good. The only thing I might critique is like some of the character models, especially like the end of the game will show a cutscene. I won't show it, but a cutscene is shown, and some of the character models I'm just nitpicking here, but aren't as good as I think they could be. But everything else, man, it's just nitpicking. 9. Um, Performance. I'm also going to give a 9. And like once again, this is also just nitpicking. There are a few frame drops. This has ray tracing. It's on the PS5. It's phenomenal, man. It looks so good. And to have it run as smooth as it does is real. It's incredible. Um, it's nearly perfect. I mean, it's only gets at 1 point docked because it's not perfect. It's amazing though. The fidelity that is in this game, the textures. It also has ray tracing, like I said. Environments look incredible. Uh, it's just an awesome game. But I'm gonna give performance a 9 only because there are some hiccups here and there, but I mean very few and far between. 9. So gameplay slash story is the next category, and man, I'm just gonna give this a 10. I love and have become addicted to this. This is my second Resident Evil game ever. Started off with 7, which 7 is connected to this one. So if you haven't played 7, you might want to play this or 7 first. Look how brutal this is. It's so crazy. And this game is so scary, man, when just people are chasing you through hallways. The gameplay is addicting. Addicting, like I said, had to cut for a second, but you're trying to find ammo, health, items to be able to fabricate new items. It's an awesome gameplay loop. You'll run into puzzles that sometimes can really make you think. And meanwhile, being chased or pursued or scared to turn around a corner, the whole game is just, man, it's fun to be scared sometimes. And this is playing a horror movie, is what this is. It is amazing. The design of the game is awesome. I love the Resident Evil engine. Capcom just does a crazy good job with these games. I can't wait to see what they do next. I'm going to go back and play the 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, and just probably just play them all. I love these games. I'm a huge fan now. But gameplay slash story 10. Next category is replayability, and this is usually, like I say all the time, I usually give strategy games the highest. So a 9 or a 10 is probably only going to be reserved for some kind of strategy game with some kind of endless mode. But this is a unique game in that it gets a higher rating for me. I'm going to give it a 6 because after you finish the game, it has some unique challenges to go through and try to beat it under harder difficulties. Do certain things within the game, unlock points, which you use those points to unlock like infinite ammo with different weapons, new weapons. Man, it is just so neat. You can probably play this game, another 5 times to unlock everything and then get infinite ammo. People that are huge fans of Resident Evil probably do that and play these games just over and over and over. But I'm not sure that's for me. I will replay this game one day, but it's going to be a while. I may get to the DLC. It does have DLC that's out, and I've heard it's pretty good, so I may go back and play that pretty soon, or maybe right now, because I love, what was there. So Replayability, I give a 6, which is, respectable. Fun factor, I'm going to give a 10. I loved this game. I had fun from the beginning all the way to the end. It didn't overstay its welcome. It was a perfect length. I think I spent 10.5 hours. So this is one, just puzzle you run into and just so creepy. Man, this was just so scary. Uh, Man, it really made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. You'll have goosebumps. I was describing this part to somebody and got goosebumps. This game is so scary. But anyway, I'll go over them one more time. Graphics a 9, performance 9, gameplay/story 10, replayability a 6, fun factor a 10. You average those up, you get an 8.8 out of 10, which is amazing. This is an amazing horror game. They do such a wonderful job. Um, and then let's just talk about some notes I wrote. Crazy story. Sometimes the story can be almost like what's a good example? Like a Kojima game, Death Stranding. Just maybe a little hard to follow sometimes, but and it's so just nuts. But Metal Gear Solid kind of, but it's so good. Character models, like I said, there's a few of them that I thought could use a little work. Enemies look great. You'll know what I'm talking about probably towards the end of the game. Uh, well, and midway through. But anyway, let's see. Extra challenges are unlocked at the end, which I thought is really cool. You can unlock. There's a certain point where you use different weapons, and you can unlock those to play within the main game. And last thing I'm going to mention is I don't think this game is as scary as 7. 7 scared the hell out of me. 7 was so scary. I don't know if it was the swamp setting or what it was. It was just so terrifying. Maybe it felt more claustrophobic, but this game. But I do like this game because it has more enemy types than 7, which is really neat. Um, both of the puzzles are amazing, well thought out, and even the enemies are well thought out. There's just more of them in this game. But anyway, if you haven't played a Resident Evil game, I've heard 2 is great, and I'll review that shortly. I might play that pretty soon. But I would recommend starting with 7 and then playing 8, because that's what I started off with, and it's been a great introduction to the series. But from what I've heard, they're all great, except for like 5 and 6. I think people kind of dogged, but I'll make my own decision and see how I feel about those. But anyway, that's all I got. SirVern out.